line, it's Chris Middleton, and it's Parker in at the 3 slot.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's the pick. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. And too long on the shot. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
Here's Aldridge after Joe Johnson scored. And that one is hammered home.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Screen by Monroe. Shorty the pass to Monroe. He used that pick to get in close. Monroe's got his first bucket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. Out left to the wing. Here's Cross. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Shorty the pass to Middleton. Lets it go from 11. And another basket for Milwaukee. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough, and then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
And here's Clarkson following the three-pointer by Freak. Lopez a screen. Clarkson kicks to Lopez. No good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. It gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And Parker drops them both. Here's Clarkson. 9-point game his last outing. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Inside, looking to end the run. And the nice bucket inside from Lopez. Lopez has got his second basket of the game. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I caught up with Coach Paul Westphal. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who could score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thanks, Doris. And so it's Milwaukee with it after the three-pointer from Joe Johnson. And it's Parker in the corner. Excellent D there by Johnson. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Chris Middleton. The Nets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Shorty. He's coming off a 31-point game against Oklahoma City.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance.
Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Parker. Another miss by Parker. Nets leading by 3. Clarkson kicks to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. The wide open look here for Lopez. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Shorty. Last season, he played outstanding. 32 points a game last year. 15 assists and over 4.5 steals a game. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Impossible to guard right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bargnani comes in for Young, and Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Clarkson. And the shot's good from Shorty.
A perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Lopez a screen. And Jack kicks to Johnson. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. 10 points for Joe Johnson.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
Middleton outside. Passes it to Shorty. Parker left side. 5 to shoot. And the pass to Shorty. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Jack passes to Cross. Rebounded by the Bucks. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Shorty. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Shorty's got 15.
Well, he's in a groove right now. The touch is flowing. 6 of 6 from the field.
And it looks like he's having one of those games, guys. He's starting to feel it.
And Bargnani throws it down.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Shorty, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots from the right block. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Jack with it. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboard, Dad. And that also was a factor.
Brooklyn making some changes. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Johnson. The Bucks also changing it up. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Monroe. Smith comes in for Jabari Parker. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Chris Middleton. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. No good from Shorty. Now Jack. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Caldwell Pope. Jack passes to Cross. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Screen by Smith. Carter Williams dishes to Smith. Here's Shorty. He's got 15. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Goes back up. Feeds it to Smith. It's stolen by Jack. And now Jack pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here's Carter Williams. Here's Smith. No luck. The Nets go the other way with it.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Passed across. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and J.J. Hickson is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Smith.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second-chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Rebound by Smith. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Shorty. 15 points in the game. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And so it's Brooklyn with it. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Jack kicks to Bargnani. Here's Cross. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
As hot as he's been. This quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Shorty, the pass to Carter Williams. There's the feed to Smith. Stolen by Bargnani. Cross. The shot no good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA.
You know, coming in at 18.
Kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And both teams will make substitutions. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bargnani is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And there's Hickson. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Cross in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder was just a man on a mission. He ended with 31 points and did his work from a pair of lines, hitting from both beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Brooklyn's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And Jack kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Jack. It's stolen. Here's Shorty. He's got 15. Smith the pass to Shorty. Screen by Smith. down low. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Milwaukee's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Middleton on the wing. The pass to Short. Screen by Smith. Shot clock at 6. And Middleton kicks to Smith. Picks and grabs the board. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Back to Jack. Wide open. Rebound by Smith.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Antetokounmpo passes to Shorty, and he gets it to go.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. So it's Brooklyn now. 6-point game. And Jack kicks to Caldwell Pope. Will it go? Count that one. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Shorty, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Caldwell Pope, Antetokounmpo defending. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. 5th best, the Bucks.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And he's good on the second. Milwaukee with the ball. Leading by 5. Middleton the pass to Shorty. 1:16 left to play here in the half. He dishes it to Smith. He used that pick to perfection. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Here's Shorty, defended by Jack. Bargnani over to help. Shorty the pass to Smith. Smith drives in. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks. They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass. If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
True. Their turnovers are piling up in this quarter.
Here's Shorty, defended by Jack. Dishes it to Middleton. Screen by Smith. Shorty the pass to Smith. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Bucks on top as they end the second quarter on a 15-5 run. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, an incredible turnaround for you guys between the first and second quarters. What allowed you to jump out to this lead you've built?
The second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Just an amazing game for Shorty. He has 20 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Shorty, he's in at point guard. Jabari Parker is out there with Monroe. Then there's Cole Aldrich, and it's Middleton in at the 2 spot. Here's Cross. And a pick pounds off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 14.
Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
Here's Shorty. He's covered by Clarkson. Monroe, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Parker passes to Shorty. Back to Parker. Pass to Shorty. 5 to shoot. Rebound, Brooklyn. Young's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Johnson dishes to Young. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Johnson.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Stolen away. Plays it in off the breakaway. Johnson's got 17.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Shorty, the pass to Monroe. Here's Shorty. Feeds it to Parker. To the inside. Young with the steal. Joe Johnson on the wing. 17 points in the game. And Aldrich sends it back. Here's Lopez, and it's all evened up. 10 points for him.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again. And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Thaddeus Young. Last season's performance per year. Assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Here's Clarkson. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Down low. Banked in off the glass. Clarkson's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Young now, top of the key. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Clarkson passes to Cross. Here's Lopez. Craig Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Shorty, the pass to Carter Williams. He feeds it to Monroe. And that one goes long. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 15-5 run. And the foul called on Freak. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Johnson. He's got 17, and he gets the bucket. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Parker. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And the Bucks lead by 1. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
It's been a good night for Brook Lopez. He's got 10 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
Jarrett Jack is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Here's Shorty. Good on the leaner. Shorty's got 7 points for the quarter. The Nets have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Lopez, a screen on Carter Williams. Here's Young, and a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now here's Carter Williams. Here's Shorty. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Out to the wing. Fires from 18. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And that one's good.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Bucks trail by 3. Monroe outside. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Shorty. Young with the steal. And it's Johnson penetrating. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Brooklyn.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
So for the Nets, Hickson comes in for Brook Lopez. And Bargnani subbed in for Young. Milwaukee also making some changes. Jason Smith comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's Smith in for Jabari Parker. Carter Williams against Jack. Shorty, the pass to Carter Williams. The 11-footer misses off the left iron. Nets leading by 5. Outside Jack to the middle. Hickson. It's rebounded by Shorty.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. One's checked in for Milwaukee. No good on the second free throw. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. Jack with it. Now Smith defending. Inside. Here's Hickson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Shorty, the pass to Smith. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
1:53 left in the third quarter. Now the dish to Jack. Hickson sets the screen for Jack. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Move it.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Now, here's Clarkson. Antetokounmpo defending, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on the free throw.
Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. He's got 8 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
No good from Shorty.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Bargnani kicks to Johnson. Back to Bargnani. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Shorty, the pass to Smith. No luck. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Here's Johnson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Nets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. The first free throw is good. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. And so he hits both. Here's Shorty. He has 31. Smith the pass to Shorty. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Outside Jack. They grab their own miss. And Hickson throws it down.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Shot by Jack. Wide open. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Here's Shorty. 3-pointer. Off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Jarrett Jack. Shorty, he's checked in for the Bucks. Johnson is out there with Young. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Cross in a shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Johnson with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. That is good. And that's now 18 points for Brook Lopez.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
They get it back. Parker battles through traffic and lays it in. Parker's got 4 this quarter.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Shorty. Right wing. Screen by Monroe. Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got his 6th assist on the night. Now, here's Clarkson. Carter Williams covering.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
This one for 3. No good from short.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Cross. Carter Williams covering. Here's Young. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Pass to Monroe.
Ball inside.
Here's Shorty. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Parker outside. They set the screen. The rebound by Johnson.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Pull-up jumper. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Johnson's got 15 points here in the second half.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Jabari Parker. And Middleton subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. Here's Shorty. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo to the inside. Aldridge the pass to Shorty. Hits it from three-point range. Shorty's got 37.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Clarkson kicks to Johnson. Lopez a screen. The second chance effort, and Aldridge sends it back, but he stays with it. Here's Clarkson, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You got to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success earlier in the game, but now they're showing real determination in taking it inside to score.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Bucks trail by 18.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads-up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. He talked also about getting the ball to their big men in the low post. That's where the ball should be going, he said. Let's get it in tight. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That free throw good from Shorty. And he makes both free throws. And here's Clarkson. It's thrown bound to Kumbo. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Nets leading by 17. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Shorty. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Young, a screen on Middleton. Passes to Cross. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Pacers in Indianapolis. For the Pacers, they come in off a win in their last game against the Jazz. They're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season, an encouraging sign for the players and the front office. And while we have a moment here, another discussion topic. Shaq, you are one of the most physical players the league has ever seen. Who would you say right now are the league's most physical players?
Sorry to correct you, Ernie, not one of the most, the most. But anyway, Ernie, to
you're
answer your
not
question,
sorry to correct me. You take great pleasure in correcting.
And one of the most humblest.
Elbow sandwich, that's right. So let me go, Ernie. Let's see, point guards, how about Russell Westbrook? Mm-hmm. Shooting guards, I'm going to go with...
The Pacers look to take charge. We're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. Last game for the Pacers, they pick up the W against the Jazz in Utah.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Shorty in at point guard. Greg Monroe is out there with Cole Aldridge. Then it's Jabari Parker. And it's Middleton in at the 2. Now here is Hill. Passes it to Ellis. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Turner. With the fadeaway. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. On defense, Indiana. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, a division battle. These two squads play each other 4 times this season.
Time to get familiar, and these games always count double. I mean, not just league standings, but division standings at stake as well.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Ellis kicks to Webster. Screen by Ellis. On the wing, Ellis. Outside Hill. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Here's Shorty. 43 points out last game. Dishes it to Monroe. And that one's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And here are the Pacers now. And so just over a minute and a half played. And here's George for three. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way, coming off that loss against the Nets.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
Here's Shorty after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Middleton can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
George passes to Hill. And George kicks to Hill. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's Shorty. Back to Parker. Goes up on the wing. Pacers with the rebound. The dish to Ellis. The shot's good on the assist by George. Ellis has got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
It's Monroe, high post, to the middle. Aldridge, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
The shot by Turner, no good.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. George dishes to Hill. And it's Ellis penetrating. And Aldridge sends it back. Here's Shorty. Webster covering. They set the pick. Monroe right side. Pass to Shorty. The three. The rebound by Turner. And Indiana shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the night.
Shooting for Indiana.
And he can't get the first one.
Ellis at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. The Bucks trail. Here's Shorty. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Well, Doris, an interesting game. Moments ago, you had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. What do you have to say?
We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands. So pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
And as always, Doris, thank you. Middleton on the wing. Six to shoot. Fires from 14. There's the bucket. Good. Middleton's got his first basket.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
And now, let's hear it for your Eastmates.
And now let's take a look at some numbers for Webster. Last season's performance for him. in scoring, first in assists. And we can't forget the league leader last season in steals per game, making a huge impact defensively.
Yeah, and that's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you really can't contain him.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Cole Aldridge. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Chris Middleton.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Shorty. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Carter-Williams. And too long on the shot. Pacers leading by 4. Here's Ellis. And he misses the fast break layup.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
There's a screen. Here's Shorty. George with the defensive effort.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. So both teams making some changes here. Outside Hill. And a wide open look for Lynn. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Lynn's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
An even 3-on-3 break. Outside Hill. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. All alone. And the shot goes in from Shorty. Shorty's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about
it. It's deflected. Fast break. Milwaukee jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Here's Lynn after the basket by Milwaukee. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lynn's got 6 points.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Here's Shorty. A three-pointer off the mark.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Lynn the pass to Turner. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Carter-Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. From the baseline. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Pacers leading by 6.
And now, let's hear it for your Patriots.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Freak, number 1.
He was at the top of the list for good reason. I mean, this guy had fast hands, worked extremely. Cute.
.133 left in the first quarter. Pick up by Hill. Turner dishes to Henderson. And he converts the layup. And the Pacers lead by 8.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, there's no doubt. Milwaukee's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Shorty. Traps in the tray. Shorty's got his third basket of the night.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Turner with a screen for Lynn. Layup off the pick. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pacers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Hill, no good.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Here's Shorty. Bangs home the trifecta. Shorty's got 10.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
They retain possession. Shots good by Turner.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Good.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Here's Lynn. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Indiana out in front, up by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful. Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream.
Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
It's just been a long-range battle for them, and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a bit. Why they're up.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Cole Aldridge is out there at Greg Monroe. And it's Shorty in at the water. That one goes. Count it. 11 points here for Lynn.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets got down to business. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Ellis, he's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Jeremy Lin. Jabari Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Turner, and he drops it in from the low post. Turner's got 8 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
They set the pick. Inside, off the pick. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket for Middleton.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Shorty. 12 points for him. Misses off the right iron. And George, here we go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Bucks trail by 7. To the paint. A shot's good from Aldridge. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Inside, that's tipped, stolen by George. To the middle, and they're running. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lon's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Shorty. He's guarded by Hill. Inside, here's Monroe. It's blocked. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Indiana moving it around. Turner passes to Ellis. And the pass to Webster. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. And Ellis, the bucket on the assist by Hill. Ellis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers. Here's Shorty. He's guarded by Hill. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Pacers have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And Webster kicks to Ellis.